Hi, it's Mimi, and I'm here to share with you a pocket mini album I made using an Accucut die for the base, and the die that I used is a bag sleeve die, and it looks like this. And when you assemble it, it measures about 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5. Okay, so that's what I used for the base, and I just cut that out of kraft cardstock. And the paper collection that I use is Prima's Cartographer collection, and I also used the 6x4 ATC cards and the 3x4 ATC pack. Okay, and in each pocket there are tags, and I used the 6x4 tag, 6x4 card, and what I did was I used the kraft tag by Graphic 45, and I just traced the edge there and then cut it out and then inked the edges, and that's what makes the tag for each pocket. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so what I also used are some of the wood icon pieces, the Prima flowers, some Holtz Idea-ology, and some Ingvild Bolme metal trinkets, or Junkyard Findings actually. So let me start. Oh, another thing I wanted to explain is the hinge system that I used, and I followed Frank's tutorial for this in the Prima marketing YouTube channel. Frank made a cartographer mini album, and he made strips for the binding, and it's like I think his strips were measured 3 inches by the width of the page, but mine for mine I cut mine to 2 inches, scored it in half, and then just attached it that way, the way he did. All right, so now let's talk about the album. So for the front page, what I did was I just, the background is from the 6x4 ATC pack, and I just cut this image from the paper collection, and I cut the hot air balloon as well. And what I did for this is I cut 2 of these same images, and I backed it in the back, so that you don't just see plain white paper in the back. So that's what I did for that. And then used a bunch of Prima flowers. These came from the collection. I believe this one came from the Almanac collection, and this is from the chipboard piece, compass wood icon. And then this Journey Brad, I believe, is from the Engraver collection, and this is a Tim Holtz game spinner. Okay, and then this is for the spine. I just used black cardstock, and I did a border punch on the side there. And then for the spine here, this is a, let's see, this is a Tim Holtz ring fastener, and attached to that is a Muse token. Okay, pretty simple. And then this is just the back. Okay, so that's the cover, and there are 6 pages. So then for this page, what I did here is I used one of my Sizzix dies, which I challenged myself to use, and this came from the Regal Crest die. Okay, there's 3 dies in this set. I used 2 of them. One of them is the banner die, and I cut this from the paper collection and from black chipboard, and I adhered it not all the way so that I can tuck in postcard here that I cut from the collection, and added for this one I cut this from the ATC card, It's from this one right here, which is images of the compass, and I backed that on some chipboard, and then added a flower, and then this is a wood bark. Prima has those. Let's see. It's this one here. Whoops, sorry for the glare. It's the bark shapes in the flower shape. So I use that here, and I use the Junkyard Finding for the center, and that is, I believe that's nail heads. Okay, and then this one here is a sticker, and that's from Tim Holtz. It's his Chit Chat. It's from this pack here. Okay, so that's this page. For the following page, I just patched some banners, and these banners I cut from the 3x4 ATC cards and just added an eyelet there. And then this is just a piece of grosgrain ribbon, and this is a Junkyard Finding from the Jean Buttons pack. Okay, and then this is on some chipboard to add some height to that. Okay, and then this is just a tag. For this page, this one I used a Tim Holtz ornate plate, and then inside there I stamped this onto the designer paper, and this stamp came from the Teresa Far and Away collection. So it's this one right here, Destination. Okay, so that's behind the ornate plate, and then this just folds up like this, and I just attach this here, and then a place for journaling. Okay, and then the opposite page, this page is purely decorative. I used a 3x4 card, but for this card it came like this, but I wanted to make it landscape, so I just punched this using my circle punch, and then I just attached it this way. So when I took it out, I backed it on some black chipboard that I cut from using a Sizzix die, and this is a Prima flower, Tim Holtz pen nib, and then these gears I cut from that same ATC card, this one right here, and just attached it to this. And then another Junkyard Finding right here, that's from the nail heads. Okay, and then in the background is just some black cardstock that I used a Tim Holtz embossing folder. I think it's a postcard 1. Okay, so that completes this page. Oh, and then the tag for this just looks like this. Okay. And then for this page, this is just some seam binding wrapped around there with the flower, and then you can tuck a picture underneath, and then more of the Junkyard Findings nail heads on each corner. Okay. And then for this page, what I did was I made some tags because I wasn't able to get the tags and tickets that is part of the collection. So this I just cut from the paper, and then this one I cut from the ATC cards, rounded the corners, and then just added eyelet and some twine. And then the bottom here, this is another wood icon piece and another sticker from Tim Holtz with this. And then some ribbon here. And then for this flower, I used a Stampin' Up! Punch. I think it's the petal punch. And I cut that from the paper collection. And for the center, this is another Junkyard Finding special screws. Okay. And then for the tag, just looks like this. Sorry, trying to get in frame. Okay. So that's this page. Okay, for this page, cut these from the paper pad, and then this is one of the camera clips from Prima, and then that kind of just holds this page closed. And then this is the other shape that's from the Sizzix die, the Regal Crest, and then I just stamped Travelogue and this hot air balloon, and that is also from that same Teresa Collins stamp set. Okay, and then so the camera clip keeps that closed, but it also opens like this as well, so you can just add more pictures and journaling here. Okay, so that's this page. For the opposite page, for this one, what I did was I just created a little pocket insert here, and I just cut these from the collection to just tuck in there. Okay, and then I just cut this tag shape and I added an eyelet and some twine. This is also Tim Holtz sticker, and then a wood icon piece, and this is a Junkyard Finding from the jeans button set. Okay, so that's that page, and then here's the tag for that one. Okay, for the last pages, for this one I used a Tim Holtz keyhole, and then again the on some grosgrain ribbon cut into a banner shape, and then again the border punch right here, and this is from the wood icon set, and I just backed that on some chipboard, and this kind of keeps the folds closed. So when you open it up, you can journal or put a picture inside there. Okay, so it's kind of gatefold. Okay, and then on the back page, for this one, this is from the 6x4 pack. I just made it vertical and added a Prima flower, and this is a Tim Holtz word band, and it's wrapped around with some seam binding. And then this is a Prima clothespin from the engraver collection, and that just holds this closed, so this will fold down. And then this is from the 6x4 ATC pack. I just rounded the corners, and then I'll just attach this back again like that, and then this is the tag for that. So that's my mini pocket album. Just go through it one more time. Hope you guys like it, and thanks so much for watching.